Thanks for staying with us on the news tonight. Now, ever since the Anna Library announcement came in yesterday, several political parties have opposed the conversion. The PMK, for one, has reacted. S. Ramados, the founder of the party, has said, and I quote, Jayalalitha has ordered the shifting of the library since it was constructed in the previous DMK regime. The Chief Minister should issue an order that the Anna Centenary Library should function from there without being shifted. Well, joining them in a similar strain, the CPM has said that Jayalalitha has taken this decision without considering the infrastructure of the library, which is among the largest library here in South Asia. Since it has been constructed in the previous DMK regime, she has taken this decision, but we welcome the decision of setting up a child specialty hospital in the area. At the same time, we question the lack of upgrading of the child hospital in Egmont and the infant clinic at the Stanley Hospital here in Chennai. And they've also questioned what really happened at the multi-speciality hospital at Salem, which was functioning for the past 1 year. Vaiko, a vociferous leader, the MDMK's General Secretary, in fact, has quoted the ruling government in Tamil Nadu and has compared it to that of the Tughlaq Darbar. He says that since the library has been constructed in Karunanidhi's regime, the Jayalalitha led government has in fact decided to remove the library from this location. It resembles a dictatorship government and it's the best example of Tughlaq Darbar, unquote. Well, Advocate Pugarendi has filed a public interest litigation with the Madras High Court challenging the government's decision of converting this library into a super speciality pediatric hospital. This litigation was in fact accepted as well as numbered. It will be heard tomorrow morning.
Pugarendi has filed a public interest litigation at the Madras High Court challenging the government decision of converting the Anna Centenary Library in Kotturapuram into a super speciality pediatric hospital. Now we have with us Mr. Radhakrishnan, who will be representing Mr. Advocate Pugarendi. Sir, tell us what are the contents that you have filed at the public interest litigation with the Madras High Court?
You know, any library once established and once started functioning will be allowed to function till the public wants it. The moment the public says, you know, this library is not fit for us, this library creates some nuisance to us, then only the government can take a decision to shift the library. This library is welcome all over Tamil Nadu. This library, one of the best in the world. There are 80 or 100 libraries in Chennai city, but this is the best one available with us. Whether this library can be shifted to any other place without inviting first the views of the public is the question. So we initiated this public interest litigation for a direction to the government of Tamil Nadu not to shift the library without first getting the views of the public, because you don't have right to shift the place of a library, working library, not like Secretariat building. Secretariat building is an empty building. The government may have a right to, you know, house the building, any office. But this is the library functioning for the purpose of the people. So it can never be shifted without issuing a public notice and getting the objections or comments from the public.
Sir, your PAL has been accepted by the Madras High Court.
Yes, now you know it has been registered as PAL today. It will come up for hearing tomorrow morning before the first bench of the Madras High Court.
In some tragic news from the districts, a corporation bus rammed into a static lorry near Kumarapalayam in Salem, claiming around 6 lives. The bus was in fact moving from Salem to Coimbatore. 3 men and 3 women have died in that incident, and 20 people have been severely injured and are undergoing treatment in the Erode and the Kumarapalayam General Hospital. Fire tenders from surrounding areas were immediately pressed into relief operations as soon as the accident took place. The Chief Minister, Ms. Jayalalitha, has announced a compensation of 1 lakh rupees for the deceased and 15,000 rupees for those injured. In other news making headlines, a Dalit judge of the Madras High Court has levelled serious allegations of harassment by fellow judges over the last 2 years. Justice Karnan has sought action by the SC/ST Commission, but is not willing to reveal the names just yet, but denies it's an attempt to cover up corruption charges against him. Chief Correspondent Sam Daniel spoke to him.
Joining me now, Justice C.S. Karnan from the Madras High Court. Sir, thank you so much for talking to us. You had given a petition to the SC/ST Commission alleging harassment by your fellow judges of the Madras High Court. When all these things happened, how much did it hurt you very much, sir?
Yes, it is hurted very much.
What kind of harassment were you subjected to, sir?
That I will reveal before the commission at the time of inquiry.
But is it true that they sat next to you cross-legged and one of the judges, in fact, touched you with his shoes?
அது உண்மையான நான் புகார் கொடுத்திருக்கிறேன்.
If you can tell us in English, yes, sir.
It is absolutely true.
And what kind of other discriminations and harassment you...
I don't want to disclose at this stage.
And how long this has been going on, sir?
At the time of inquiry, I will reveal the entire facts of the case.
And how many judges have you named in your complaints, sir?
So far, I have not mentioned any brother judge's name or sister judge's name. I will disclose the brother judge's and the sister judge's name at the time of inquiry.
Is it because of any personal animosity, or is it because you believe you are a Dalit?
Absolutely no, absolutely no.
You believe just because you are a Dalit?
அது எந்த காரணத்துக்காக பண்ணாங்கன்னு on what purpose they are harassing me, I don't know. After inquiry, I will come to correct conclusion.
Any particular reason why you prefer to represent this to the state SC/ST commission but not the CG of this High Court, sir?
No, SC/ST commission constituted for us, so I approached the SC/ST commission.
And do you believe that all this kind of harassment took place with the knowledge of the CG of this court?
No answer.
In their presence?
No answer.
And so there are also reports that you actually are trying to divert attention because there is a corruption charge against you, that somebody had recorded using their camera you receiving money as a bribe from a client. And is that true? What do you have to say on that?
It is a false allegation against me. I purport to face the inquiry if inquiry conducted on that said allegation.
You never received any money from any client?
No.
And there are also reports that you're trying to divert attention by making this a communal issue by using the caste card that you're a Dalit.
Not necessary.
No, is it true
Which one?
that you're trying to divert the attention by using the caste card?
No diversion at all in this matter because it happened from the year 2009 onwards. So number of occurrences happened. All those things I am going to narrate at the time of inquiry.
Your allegations are quite serious against judges, sir. Why don't you reveal to the public what kind of harassment you
Not
suffered?
necessary. To maintain the peace, I don't want this disclose to the facts to the public.
Right. And what has the SC/ST commission assured you, sir?
No idea.
Have they replied to you?
No idea.
And what kind of an action you expect now?
I expect proper action.
Are you willing for an inquiry or an open?
Yeah, naturally.
Lots more news to come from Kudamkulam and the districts heading your way in this bulletin. We'll be right back.